Hey everyone, this is Dad's Toys and Things, and this is TrustFire Mini X5. The company did send this to me for review, but it does not in any way affect my opinion on this particular product. I'm gonna start off by saying this is really small. I mean, even with the case, my DJI mic is almost the same size. So let's take a look at this one. So it comes with a flashlight itself, you got a lanyard, and you got this USB-C. Now, you know my thoughts about USB-C. I think everything should come in USB-C. And you got this little ring here, and then the manual. I'm gonna start up with the manual this time and show you the specification. As you can see, there's two major modes for this flashlight. You got the spotlight mode and you got the floodlight mode, and it tells you the runtime. The low, you got 28 hours, really good. In the middle, 5 hours and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and so on and so forth. In the floodlight, you even have a little bit more. And then that's your lumens, and it has an IP66 rating. So what does that exactly means? Well, an IP66 is a protection rating that tells you that the product is dust tight and it can withstand water. You can swim on it, but you really can't submerge it for too long because water will eventually get in. And how will that happen? Well, here, if you look here, that's where the charging port is, right? I wouldn't drop this in the water just because this is not, there's a bit of a protection, probably a splash here and there in the rain, but don't drop it in the water. The flashlight itself is very small. Like I said earlier, even with the box it's small, but outside the box, this is barely like 3 inches long, and it's about 1.5 width and barely above half an inch, 0.6, 0.7 if you include the clip right here. Now the head swivels, that's about 45 degrees. Would have been better if this thing swivels up to 90 degrees, because then you can clip it on your shirt and then you have like a front facing flashlight. But with this particular setup, and I said this thing is very small, let's see how heavy this thing is. So this thing is about 78.21 grams. Very light. And that means it will disappear in your pocket or in your bag, and you barely would notice it's even there. And this is a new kind of design, at least from my perspective, because I've never had one like this yet. So this thing right here is supposed to glow in the dark, and they have other colors, black one. Now there's two controls. This is for the spotlight, and this is for the floodlight. Let's see how that works. Okay, turn up some light here. So if we go to the spotlight, that's your first one, and then you have 3 levels: medium, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then press it for 1.5 seconds, and then that turns it off. And then the floodlight, press for few seconds, turn on. Okay, there you go. Okay, 3 levels. And then what else do you do? Press it to turn it off. And then there is a strobe function for this thing. So bear warning, there's gonna be a strobe. And all I have to do is press this and then keep on pressing it. Oops. Sorry about that. So it's got a pretty strong strobe function. On the other side, if I hold this, there you go. That's the red light. I'm gonna cover it a bit because I don't want to blind you guys. And then here's the other one. There's another. And there you go. And I do, yeah, I mean, there's a use case for these things, right? Because right at the bottom, let me turn that off. Right at the bottom, you can see now this thing is glowing, right? Now there is a magnet right at the bottom, and let me show you what I would use this for. So quick trip to my garage. As you can see, I could put it right here, and this gives me a light to work on my engine. And then here, another place to put it. Yeah, very useful. Whoa, that was cold. That was cold outside. So I tried to get a bit of how this thing works and how powerful it is outside, but it is very, very cold. So you can see clip here. Now with this clip, what I could do, I could put this on my right. Let me see. And that works. Yeah, that works. And it's light enough so you won't get buttered by it. And there you go. So if you're fishing at night or doing something and you want to keep your cap on, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So what do I think about this flashlight? It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. And notice, because it's transparent, you can actually see that there is a battery. And I think you can remove this battery. This is a 1200 mAh battery. It's 3.7 volts. I'm not going to remove it, but I think you can if you unscrew those two. So unlike the other one that I have, let me see. This is my everyday carry, the Nightcore EDC 27 UHI. You can't remove the battery on this one. You can't replace it. At least I don't know how. But there's the screws in here, so probably you could too if you can find the battery. But I think you should be able to find the battery for this one easier than this one. And comparing the size, look at that. Yes, this is wider and a little bit thicker, but it's so small. I mean, for everyday carry, just drop it in there. Drop it in there and you're good, right? Yeah. And look, this is my Olight. Compared to my Olight, this thing is so small, but I kind of like it. There's also a place here for your lanyard, of course. And the operation is very simple. I like that. I like that you can do that. You can turn it on. This thing takes a little bit of time getting used to on how everything operates. But this thing, turn it on. You know, just press a bit like that. You can also use it at the same time. And there you go. So So for the spotlight, 1, and then 2, and then 3. Turn it off. Okay, again, watch out. There's gonna be a strobe function. So if you're sensitive to strobe, please look away now. And 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna turn it up and strobe. Oops. There you go. I like that. The other side again. Press it a bit. There's 1, and then the other one, and there you go. If you press it for 1.5 seconds, it will activate the front light or the LEDs. Oh. There you go. It is actually bright. Look. Then here, another one. And I did show you earlier, but let me show you that again, how visible this thing is during the night. And then here, this is gonna be good if you have an emergency, because this is magnetic. As you can see, I put it on the side of my car, and it's gonna serve as a warning light. So that's really good. And then there's the other one, multiple combinations, and just a light. So if you want to conserve your light, you know it's gonna be a while, and you can use this and then stick it on something metal, and you got your light. What do I think about this flashlight? I think I like it. If there's one thing that I would like to see change on this flashlight, it's this swivel. Right now it only swivels at a 45 degrees. I think that's a 45. I'd like to see this swivel up to 90 degrees. Then you can put it on your shirt and then have a frontal facing flashlight. Other than that, this works. You could put it in your cap, and the magnet below is it's strong enough. As you can see in the video earlier, it holds on its own. It would have been better if they find a way to put the magnet in here as well, so it grips a little bit better, but it works. And I like the fact that this is USB-C. I'm a big fan of USB-C. I like that you can replace the battery just in case. I'm gonna put a link to where you can get this on the description if you're interested. And yeah, it's simple to use. You know, you don't have to fiddle with a lot of different controls. There's only 2 controls. Sure, you have to, you know, you go through different modes, but the flashlight has different functions. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna carry this, or I'm gonna replace my flashlight. This is gonna be my everyday carry. And the strobe function, yeah, I like that too. The only thing that I would miss from between this one and my night core is this switch right here, which I kind of like. So it's like a temporary. Okay, watch your eyes, watch your eyes. It's gonna be a bit of a light. There you go. So one quick press and you got a light here. You gotta, no, not bad. I mean, it's not an instant, but it does work. Turning it on and turning it off is very, very easy. Yeah, look at that. And those are the LEDs inside. It's not as powerful This is only 750 lumens, and I don't think I need that much. I mean, if you're not out in the wild doing some searches, 750 lumens is more than enough for you. I mean, for my everyday, I would tell you this actually works. You know, you drop your key, things like that. You're fiddling something when it's inside a car, things like that. This is enough. If I need a little more light, then I would go and grab this. So this is gonna be my new everyday carry, and I'll see how it works in the long run. Once again, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to click that like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when a new video is out. And I will see you on my next one. Bye. This thing is so light. Look at that.